Let me explain. I feel like a lot of the things that you just said are actually good reasons to fight him. If you think he's a fake gangbanger, you should want to publicly humiliate a fake gangbanger. If you think he's out of shape, that makes it even easier for you to beat his ass. If you think that he's a smoker, it should be even easier to beat his ass. All I'm saying is that most of these, like you even just said, I will beat the shit out of you. That's what a boxing match is. Now, Aaron the Plumber, more clout, for sure. Very true. But here's the thing. Aaron the Plumber is a snitch, which is actually worse than all the shit that you just said about King Pill.
Hold on. I agree with the snitching part, okay, for sure. Call snitches. But you got the paperwork on that? Y'all seen the paperwork?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you got the paperwork, yeah, snitchy and snitch.
Okay.
And I'll deal with no snitch.
Isn't that a good reason to beat him up?
I don't deal with no snitch, and that's a good reason to fuck him off.
Yeah.
Fuck him off. Fuck him off for sure in the ring for the bag. That's why I'm gonna knock your ass out while you making your diss song here, the Plumber. This is the point right here. And you just said, show me he a fake game maker and all that. That's the point, cuz. What I said last time on these shows, cuz, on the Dead Homies, and everybody that's watching this, pay attention. Just get up on these motherfucking shows, cuz, and get up here. And that's the thing I was telling you, how you said fake game maker. You taking game banging and be getting on these motherfucking shows and watering down banging and making that shit like it's playing, like it's a joke. You guess how get over. You get up here, nigga, thinking game banging it's a joke, no matter if you're a Crip or a Blood. You get on this motherfucking plan and they shoot the shit with you to try to get numbers and clout or try to get fame somewhere, and they end up getting fucked in the long run. But it ain't you. You don't give a fuck. You just gonna tell it and keep talking to get the numbers. That's the point. That's why I get up here and tell it the real.
But how is King Pill not a real gangbanger?
I'm not.
I know what hood he's from.
I'm not saying. Look, if that's from it, I'm saying he just said he got put on.
Right.
Said he was claiming in jail. He got turned out, then he got on and got put on.
He didn't have time to get put on before.
All right. Then he said he got on and got put on.
His schedule was busy.
So of course he a gangbanger now.
Right.
Of course he a gangbanger.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah. Whatever. Of course he. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't give a fuck about what he got going with his fucking life with the same clothes on. That ain't got nothing to do with me. The thing I'm trying to tell you is get up here and it don't matter if you're a Crip or a Blood, get up here and doing bunk shit. That's why niggas always talking about, oh, get up there in front of them. They're making me like fake it. No, I take gangbanging serious. When I leave here, I still go to my hood.
Right.
Don't matter if I'm at this job working here or not, if I'm talking to you or not. You ask me certain questions, nigga, I tell you, knock it off. Nigga, stop playing with me. Right. I never get up here and talk about what's today. I'm a full-fledged member. So at the end of the day, that's just like I said, you gonna fuck around and catch something that you don't. You understand what you get?
Don't want? Like what?
Nothing. Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Here's my thing.
But look, you understand what I'm saying?
This isn't gangbang. This is boxing. Celebrity influencer boxing.
They're not a celebrity.
Okay, well, it's influencer boxing. Either way, my thing is, when he comes up here, I feel like I know what King Pill is doing. King Pill came up here. Does he have a real problem with you? No.
Hell no.
Is your hood enemies with his hood? No, they're an hour away.
Yeah, hell no.
When he comes on here, he's trying to figure out, he's trying to get some motion going in his career. So what's he going to do? He's going to call out for extras, and then I'm going to let him talk because it's good content. Keep in mind, this is all wrestling. This is all pro wrestling. And then you are going to respond, and it creates interest in which a fight will kind of make sense.
And I just
even this right now, this is making you and him fighting so much more relevant.
Look, and you hear me? And I just responded. And I told you this is the only time I'm going to talk about the smoker after this. And I just responded.
But imagine how much more powerful that would be if you knocked him on his ass and then talked a little bit more shit about him. And then you moved on to the next one.
Trust me, I know I knock people out a lot. I just knocked somebody out 2 days before I came to this motherfucker. Trust me, I knock people out a lot. That's what I do.
We've heard.
Fuck the talking. The Instagram shit that he trying to get on and ride a nigga coattail and ride a nigga balls and shit and try to be the groupie and the fan in the back with his little same ass little bunk army clothes. All that shit. I'm knocking shit out for sure. Confirmed shit that everybody talks about all the time. This is for sure. So that, I understand what you're talking about, knock somebody out and all that good shit, because I just did it a couple of days ago.
This is the thing, is that it can be hard to find the perfect opponent, because somebody like Aaron the Plumber is going to want to get paid a lot of money, I think. And he's already saying that he's not willing to fight you unless it has nothing to do with me, which is basically like him saying, I don't want to fight you, because obviously anything that you get involved with, I'm going to be involved with too, right? This is the cold
part about it. Exactly. But this is the cold part about it. He don't want to fight me. Aaron Plumber don't want to fight me because he know he's going to get slapped.
Yeah.
All that shit you walking around doing, all that shit he doing, he going to get knocked out.
And I'm going to be real with you. I feel like King Pill's easy work for you. That's such a good start to your career. He's a tin can. I like him, but he's a tin can. You go in there, you knock him down.
Hey, you hear me? Hey, you know how the kid get on the bike and he fall over, and then you push him. Hey. Rewind it. You know how the kid fall on the bike and fall over,
do it again.
and then you push him. Whee! That's Cuz. That's Cuz cat ass. That's Cuz cat ass with the same stinky ass clothes on. Don't do clothes. So I look at it and like, what is this shit gonna benefit me out of me knocking out this smoker?
As your manager,
What is it?
As your manager, I would say it gets you in the conversation of the whole influencer boxing thing.
Yeah.
It's an easy W.
Yep.
It's great for content.
You know,
It's a great narrative because here's the thing. You got issues with all the Bloods, right? He's from fucking Pomona. So he's wearing the red rag, but he doesn't directly beef with your neighborhood. So it's like, it could be all content because it's not. I'm not going to try to make you fight somebody from Inglewood. That would be too real, right? I get why you wouldn't want to do that.
Slow down. I don't got beef with all Bloods.
I know, but
I just got a beef with a lot of niggas out there slapped, probably whooped. A lot of niggas, homies out there beat up. Niggas don't, niggas that that's how it is though. Mm-hmm. But you get what I'm saying? It's the point, and he's for sure not representing them. We know his J-Cat. We know they don't got his J-Cat ass representing them with them same boots and clothes on. We know that for a fact. He just, you ever seen one of the crash dummies? You know how the crash dummies?
Yeah, I seen them.
Like, hey, cuz, like, we about to get in the thing. No, put cuz in the car. Put cuz crash ass in there. Boom. You go like this. Bam. Car crash. Bam. That's cuz. So we got the crash dummy. That's the crash dummy, cuz. That's the crash dummy.
Okay, so you just saw the clip, but did you know that you can watch this entire interview right now before it's released to the public, uncensored, by becoming a member for just $5 a month, and there's a lot of other crazy benefits as well. So make sure you hit the link down in the description and sign up. Appreciate y'all.